Alright, what's up mga Kanoypi? Sa video na to, ang pag-uusapan natin ay isa sa mga pinaka-importante, if not the most important topic for all traders. Ano yun? That's trading psychology. TR at TP. Wala. Trading psychology. Ngayon, ipapaliwanag ko sa video na to kung bakit most of the traders are failing because of trading psychology. Okay? So, simulan natin, no? Pero bago ang lahat, malupit ang intro muna tayo. Alright, welcome back mga Kanoypi and thanks for watching. Kung magustuhan mo tong content na to, please like and subscribe to my channel. It will help support me creating more videos like this. So, pasok na tayo, no? So, trading psychology ay isa sa mga pinaka-importanting bagay sa trading at pinaka-mahirap din i-master. Okay? So, pag-usapan muna natin kung ano ba yung trading psychology. Ito ay ang state of emotions ng isang trader when they are coming into a trade or if they are exiting a trade. Okay? So, ano ba yung mga nararamdaman ng isang trader when they are considered emotional? Okay? So, dito sa chart na to, what I'm showing now is a chart of Nasdaq. So, this is NAS 100 and I'm showing this because this is, as you can see, it is a downward trend. Right? Ayan, kitang-kita natin, it's a downward trend. Pero, ano naman, Kanoypi, kung downward trend yan. Pag tinignan natin yung daily chart ng Nasdaq, I'll make it slow. Kung makikita nyo dito from low point to current, uptrend talaga tayo dito, right? But you can see this is breaking down the trend line. Ngayon, bakit ko pinapakita to as an example? Because for this market to come up all the way up here to the peak, traders must have thought that buying is the name of the game for stocks. Alam natin, NAS 100 is a technological index asset, right? And technologies are always on a move forward. Hindi naman tayo nagre-regress sa technology, di ba? Lagi naman tayong paangat. Pero ngayon, we're experiencing a downtrend. And maybe for traders that are not as well-versed on fundamentals, maybe pagdating dito, nag-buy sila. Ang ending, stop out, right? They look at another support. Ito, nag-buy sila. Ang ending, stop out, right? And then, if you scroll down a little bit more, makikita nyo yung mga support areas na yan. Drawing natin, no? Ito, nag-buy, stop out, right? And this can cause a massive emotional burst into a trader, right? And that trading example that I showed you will definitely cause fear. Right? Matatakot ka nang mag-entry kasi nandito ka na naman. O let's say, in this area, nag-bounce. Alright. It created a higher low. Nag-buy ka ngayon dito. Tapos makikita mo, bumabagsak yung market or yung price. My goodness. Paano na? Matatalo ka na naman. Right? That movements of the market, if you don't have your psychology controlled, will end you up with fear. Okay? Tapos, ang ending niyan, sunod-sunod yung talo mo. Talo ka dito, talo ka dito, talo ka dito. Sunod-sunod yung talo mo. Tapos, magkakaroon ng news. Pag nagkaroon ng news, anong mangyayari? Mag-aabang ka ngayon ng one time big time, no? Mag-aabang ka ngayon ng one time big time. Ang tawag ngayon doon, greed. Ano ibig kong sabihin sa one time big time? Yung mag-aabang ka ng isang malaking sell-off or buying opportunity dahil sa news event, tapos mag-risk ka 50% ng kapital mo. If not, 100%. That's the problem. You will do all of that, tapos ang ending nun, sunog ang kapital. Right? That's the problem. If you don't get your trading psychology under control. Alright? Now, what do you do? Una, alamin muna natin mga kanoypi kung saan ba nanggagaling yung fear and greed na yan. Okay? Unang-una, pag-usapan muna natin yung history. Right? Nung tayo mga bata pa, drawing tayo ng bata, right? Yung mga magulang natin, drawing tayo ng tatay, right? Yung mga magulang natin, ang itinuturo na sa atin noon pa man is magtapos tayo ng pag-aaral. Magtapos tayo ng elementary, tapos high school, tapos college. Bago ka makarating sa tagayog ng tagumpay at makapagtrabaho ka na at kumita ka na ng pera. 'Di ba? Diyan tayo lumaki. Right? So, sa pag-aaral, hindi ka matututo or hindi ka papasa sa subject mo kung wala kang ginagawa. 'Di ba? Kung wala kang ginagawa at kung wala kang gagawin. Ibig sabihin, it is an action that you need to do. Right? Kailangan mong gumalaw, you have to do something, you have to be moving, right? Tapos, ang masama pa nito, okay, kapag tapos ka na, no? Nandito ka na ngayon sa trabaho. Okay? Ito yung trabaho, ito yung building na pinagtatrabahuan mo. Pangit naman ang drawing ng building na yun. Huwag tayo mag-drawing ng building. Mag-drawing tayo na, ayan. So, dito ka nagtatrabaho sa building na to, right? Ngayon, habang nagtatrabaho ka, para makonsider ng boss mo na productive kang tao, right? Para makonsider ng boss mo na productive kang tao, dapat meron kang ginagawa. 'Di ba? Sa desk mo, dapat meron kang ginagawa. Nagta-type ka, nagsesend ka ng report, gumagawa ka ng report, or kung wala ka naman sa ganyang industriya, maybe teacher ka, dapat may tinuturuan kang estudyante, nandiyan ka sa board, nagsusulat ka, nagtuturo ka, nagsasalita ka, kumbaga, may ginagawa ka. Dito tayo lumaking lahat. This is the culture that we have all been exposed to. Okay? The problem is, with trading, it's not the same. Right? Noon, para makonsider na productive ka, kailangan may ginagawa ka. Check, check. Tapos, ang equivalent ng lahat ng yan, pera. Pag may ginagawa ka sa trabaho mo, productive ka, considered yan as may pera ka, sesweldo ka. That's the problem. With trading, hindi mo kailangan gawin yun. You don't have to do more things than what you're doing before as a work. Right? Let's say this is a continuous downtrend, right? Dito, wala ka namang ibang gagawin eh. You just have to mark up your zones. This is your resistance. When price moves to your direction here, all you need to do is sell. Right? Pero, the problem is, with trading, wala naman tayong kasiguraduhan that after you enter your short position here, magtitipi ka if you go back to your lows. Right? Wala tayong kasiguraduhan na pag tumama yung price mo dito, is it will wala tayong kasiguraduhan that the price will bounce to your next level of support. Walang ganon. Right? And because of that uncertainty, again, triggered na naman yung emotion that we call fear. Okay? So, what to do? Ngayon, alam na natin kung ano ang dahilan kung bakit merong isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit natitrigger yung emotions na yon is because of what our nature was and culture was, saan tayo lumaki, anong kinaugalian natin in the past. Alam na natin na kailangan nating maging conscious that we don't need to do a lot of technical analysis, do this, do that. All we need to do is to follow our system, and that's our next topic. Following your system. Okay? Ano ba yung system? Yung sistema mo. No? Magbigay tayo ng example ng isang sistema ng tao. Isang mamamayang regular na tao. Anong sistema ng isang tao? Simple lang. Sa umaga, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. pala. 8 a.m. Pasok sa trabaho. Work. Pasensya nyo na yung sulat ko, mga kanoypi. Okay? Pagdating ng 10:15 or 10 a.m., break. Okay? Pagdating ng alas 12, lunch. Pagdating ng 5 p.m., out. Out na. That's your regular system of life every Monday to Friday. Right? Ngayon, isa man dyan ang baguhin mo. Let's say, yung 8 a.m. mo na trabaho, gawin mo biglang 10 a.m. Late ka. Sira na yung sistema mo di ba? Everything onwards will change. Right? And in trading, it's the same. So, don't break your system. Ano ba yung sistema mo na dapat mong gawin? Right? There's a lot, and that's what we call your trading strategies. Okay? Kung ano yung trading strategy mo, that's your system. Okay? Ang dami nito. Meron kang ICT, SMC, support and resistance, fundamental strategies, ang dami niyan. And it goes on and on and on. ORB, which is opening range breakout strategy, right? That's what we call your system. Okay? Ngayon, paano ba natin ililink itong mga sistema na to improve your trading strategy? Simple lang mga Kanoypi, pero sobrang boring gawin. Okay? Simple pero boring. Ano yun? Test. Subukan nyo yung strategy nyo mga Kanoypi. If you want to backtest, right? By all means, do it. Do it while forward testing as well. Okay? So, paano ba yun? Halimbawa, dito sa Nasdaq, no? 4-hour chart. Let's say, support and resistance strategy tayo, no? So, ang gusto natin, ang rules of our strategy is mark your lower low, higher high, right? So, tapos, drawing lang tayo ng resistance doon, and then we enter a buy or sell, right? So, let's start here, no? Let's start here. So, this is your support. Support natin. Support. Tapos, pag bounce back dyan ng price, kailangan mag-buy. Sinubukan natin dito. Anong nangyari? Ito yung target natin. Previous low. Stop out. Okay. So, 1-0 na yon. Ibig sabihin. And you do the same thing, backtest it until you get to the current price action. Okay? That's why I said it's boring. Okay? It's boring. It is not so fun to do. Pero, it's worth it. Okay? It's worth it. Kasi, if you don't backtest your strategies, anong mangyayari? That will cause you to lose your confidence. It will lose your confidence over the market. Oo, sige, sabihin natin Kanoypi, napanood ko na sa YouTube to effective daw. Ano nangyari dun sa mga nanood na hindi nag-backtest, di ba? Yun ang sunod na tanong, ano nangyari sa kanila? Naging successful ba sila sa ginawa nila, or did they ever still keep their capital on? Right? So, ngayon, alam na natin kung anong pinanghuhugutan ng bad trading psychology dahil nga sa kinaugalian natin kailangan para magkapera tayo, kailangan may ginagawa. Diba? Pero sa trading, it's not about that. It's about waiting. It's about discipline. Okay? And it's about following your system. Okay? So, i-itemize natin yan ngayon isa-isa. Anong kailangan mong gawin kung ikaw ay baguhan dito sa channel na to at nagre-research ka about trading psychology. Ito lang ang kailangan mong sundin. Okay? Unang-una, pick your strategy. Pick the strategy. And pangalawa, test. Okay? Test. Andito na tayo, no? Ngayon, ano yung pangatlo? After mong mag-test, implement mo na. Okay? Implementation na tayo. Implement. Okay? Ngayon, bago tayo mag-implement, no, i-expound muna natin to. I-expound muna natin yan. Ito. Expound muna natin yung test. Okay? Ano ba ang nakaakibat dyan sa tests na yan? Okay? Una, ang nakaakibat dyan is capital. You have to operate in the assumption na yung capital mo sa testing environment is the same. Okay? Kasi baka mamaya bigla ka maglagay dito $500,000. Kung wala ka naman talagang $500K, wag yun ang gamitin mong capital sa pagte-test. Okay? Kung magde-demo account ka, wag yun. Okay? Pangalawa, test your risk management. Okay? Test your risk. Sa capital mo ba dito, ano dapat ang risk mo? Ako, personally, I'm recommending 1%. But this is me, okay? This is me. I am fortunate enough to trade on a large capital. That's why my capital, my risk is 2%. Pero kung ang risk mo naman is, kung ang capital mo naman ay $50 lang, syempre yung 1% mo nun, boring. Maybe you can do 2%, 3%, pero hindi talaga siya advisable Yung $50 na capital, hindi talaga siya advisable. You're literally just going to lose your $50 in the long run. Okay? Pangatlo, test your risk to reward ratio. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin nito? If you're risking 1% of your capital, ilan ang TP target mo? 2% ba? 3% ba? Ite-test mo yan. Okay? Number 4, ito ang pinaka-nakakatamad sa lahat. Journal your trades. Okay? Dito mo malalaman kung yung strategy mo and everything that you're testing is working. Okay? Diyan mo malalaman if it's working. Okay? Ngayon, kung so far, nandito ka na sa video na to at nag-e-enjoy ka naman, sa palagay mo, may natutunan ka, baka naman pwedeng pa-subscribe at saka comment down below lang kung meron kang tanong, kung may questions ka. Okay? Bakit mo kailangan i-journal? Okay? Kasi, kailangan mong aralin yung previous days na nag-trade ka even if that's just a demo. Okay? Number 5, this is our last one. Kailangan mong maintindihan na nagte-test ka. Kung sa testing stage, trigger happy yung kamay mo sa pagpasok sa trade at wala kang pasensya, palagay ko, tigilan mo na. Huwag mo nang pangarapin pang mag-trade. Okay? So, ang panglima natin is disiplina. Discipline. Pasensya na sa sulat. Pangit ng mouse. Okay. Discipline. Okay, mga Kanoypi? Ngayon, pagka na-test mo na to, recommended ko dyan, mga Kanoypi, 100 trades. Na talagang followed yung risk to reward, journal, disiplinado, malinis na 100 trades. Yan ang maipapayo ko when you do your test. Okay? Ngayon, when you do your test, that will give you your scores. Okay? Ilan bang percent ang win rate mo? At ilan ba ang average risk to reward mo? Okay, dyan mo malalaman yun. Pag nalaman mo na kung ano yan, good. Satisfied ka ba sa resulta? Pwede ka namang average risk to reward mo, positive 3. Pero ang win rate mo, 30% lang. Okay na yan. Ang importante, ito. You gain more than you lose on a money perspective. Okay? Ngayon, after testing and you're all good, start implementing. Okay? When you implement, tandaan mo, nasa live account ka. Okay? Kung sa demo pa lang, wala ka ng kadisiplina sa katawan, tandaan mo, wala ka ring disiplina sa live account. Okay? Madali na dapat yan. All you need to have is patience, and discipline, which is ito. Alright? Patience to wait for when the market will go to your direction, and disciplina to know when to enter and know when not to. Okay? Alright. Ngayon, bibigyan kita, Kanoy P, ng bonus. Okay? Ng all about trading psychology. So, maraming traders ang sa kabila ng lahat na alam nila itong lahat ng ito, sa kabila ng lahat, they still fail. Okay? Bakit? Kasi sa kabila ng alam nila yung mga bagay na yon, hindi nila kayang kontrolin yung sarili nila. Yung sarili nila mismo pabagsak. Hindi sila pataas. That's a problem. Okay? Ngayon, kung isa ka sa mga taong ito na sa kabila ng alam mo na yung mga bagay na pinag-usapan natin pero hindi ka pa rin makapag-control, may problema ka at maaaring nauugnay ka sa mga gamblers. Okay? Let me tell you something, Kanoy P. Meron tayong hormones sa katawan na ang tawag ay dopamine. Pangit ng spelling, pero pati sulat, pangit na. Okay. Meron tayong hormone sa katawan na ang tawag dopamine. Etong dopamine na to is a happy hormone na makikita mo to sa gamblers at sa mga taong addict. Okay? Sa mga taong addict. So, when you gamble in trading at nakikita mo yan, marami yan sa TikTok, yung mga nagbabuy stop, sell stop, yung nagte-trade ng news, that's what you call people that's being hit by dopamine, lalo na pag nananalo sila. And this is addictive. Okay? This is addictive. At nakakuha ito ng isang tao when they gamble. When they don't follow their trading system, when they over-leverage, this is the hormones that they get. And if they get it, it's dangerous para sa kapital nila. Okay? So, bago yan. Magandang kaalaman yan. Okay? So, mga Kanoy P, kung ikaw ay sana may natutunan kayo dito, no, sa mumunting trading psychology natin na video. If you do, please press the like and subscribe to my channel at I will see you again on my next video. Maraming salamat, mga Kanoy P.